Right, here we go.
Okay.
Hey, this is Matthew Harvey here with 12 o'clock Siren, recording not live at the 90 Broadband Studios. However, we're at the Gar Hole in Westminster, formerly Westminster, now Anna, Texas. On my left hand is James Gar Hole Hartley.
First time out here for me.
First time ever?
Yeah, it's not Westminster anymore?
It is not Westminster. It's been absorbed by Anna, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, big deal.
That is a big deal.
So we're at the Gar Hole in Westminster/Anna, and we're with Texas legend from San Antonio. Yeah, he's laughing. He knows it's true. Texas legend, your Friday night Leonard Picnic headliner, Mr. Kevin Geil. Thank you very much for coming in here.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. It's great.
We're at the Gar Hole. Where you've been, how many times you played here?
You know, it's probably our fourth, fifth time, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You're familiar with the northern Collin County, southern Fannin County area?
Yes. Yes.
Did you just come in straight from San Antonio?
Yeah, we just drove up.
Right on. Thanks
Yeah.
for
Not
being
a
here.
quick trip.
No, it's not.
And I understand you had some troubles with the band.
Yeah, our drummer Richie's at home with COVID. He just got it tested positive on Thursday. So
How's he feeling?
he's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like the flu basically.
Yeah.
You know,
Oof. I had it early on.
Dude, I've had it 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We're buddies, me and COVID.
Yeah.
We go way back.
COVID bros.
Yeah.
Yes.
COVID bros.
2 Tons of Steel. You guys have been doing this from 1992. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
28 years.
Yeah, has it been 28 years?
That's what
Wow.
it said. Yeah, blowing and going.
Yeah.
Killing it. Love it.
Yeah,
Tell us about it. Where you been lately?
You know, we flew out to D.C. to do a show for the Congress guys,
Really?
congressmen out there. Yeah.
How was that? Did you tell them to stop spending our money?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Thank you.
We flew out there and did that, and then we just been on the road constantly. It kind of seems. October we took a few days off.
Okay.
So it's been nice. It's been nice. But now, we'll head over to Europe in February and then back again in June and.
Where in Europe?
Switzerland, Zurich.
So
Zurich.
We're going to start it off there. I was going to get into that later,
Yeah.
but I know rockabilly in general is pretty big in Europe.
Yeah, they like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a whole scene,
Let's
isn't
get
it?
into it right now.
It's a good scene. you
Really?
know? Yeah, it's a good scene.
Have you been over there before?
Oh yeah, so many times.
Really?
I mean, we literally we fly out like on Wednesday. We get there Thursday. We do a festival Friday and Saturday, and back on the plane on Sunday and home Sunday night.
Whoa.
So yeah,
Cool.
we used to go over for weeks and tours, and it just got to be it's just like I don't want to do that.
What was your first time like over there? Were y'all expecting anything, and then there was a big turnout, or how'd it go?
We've always just been invited to do festivals, and we did a thing called the Blue Highway Festival in Amsterdam. Was our first time over.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Early 90s?
Yeah, it was
Mid 90s?
Yeah, early 2000s probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because the band was just kind of part time because I was a photographer for the Hearst Corporation.
As in like William Randolph Hearst?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that guy.
Wow.
And so anyway, the band didn't really start going full time until 2009 when they decided nobody wanted to read newspapers anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We all kind of lost our jobs.
My first introduction to 2 Tons was in high school, and I graduated in 2000. This is like the late 90s.
Yeah.
But I remember picking your stickers up at CD Warehouse,
Oh, yeah.
CD
Yeah.
Source,
Like the
CD Warehouse.
Greenville Avenue.
Yeah. North
So
Dallas, Plano, a
so
little bit.
I hadn't actually heard your music, but I knew, of course, from the stickers, that's how you get your word out back
Yeah.
in the day.
Mhm.
So I loved the stickers, and when I actually saw you guys, I fell in love.
Oh,
like
thanks.
love the rockabilly, love the country.
Well, we're
Edge,
we're definitely a mutt. We kind of
Yeah,
you got a little
mutt's
bit
a
of
good word
everything.
for it. Yeah.
and you do it well. The stage
We're a
presence
lovable
is
mutt.
fantastic as well.
Thanks.
What were those early days like? Right, like so. I think it said we were looking up. It said 92, but y'all really kind of started a little earlier than that, right? You were playing around like 90, 91.
Yeah, I think 92 is when I formed a band. When I first started in San Antonio, I mean, it was no one had ever heard of rockabilly. There wasn't a scene, and so we were like, the band that everybody wanted to go see. It's like, what are these guys doing? Like,
who were some of like your influences then? What kind of guided you in that route?
Oh, early Elvis, Sun Record days, Buddy Holly kind of stuff,
Sure.
And we still honor them every night by playing a couple songs.
Oh, nice.
You got to.
What are your go-to covers? I know Suspicious Minds.
Suspicious Minds. I sing that
Great
for my
song.
mama every night. Suspicious Minds. Our version of Sedated by the Ramones.
Right.
I love covering the Cure, Just Like Heaven.
I heard that just now in soundcheck.
Yeah, and we've had such good response. We're thinking about recording it.
Really?
We'll go in the studio in January and knock out a couple singles.
Excellent.
So that might
Y'all do that down around San Antonio?
Yeah, we usually do this. It's called The Zone in Dripping Springs.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Pat Mansky's the engineer, and Lloyd Maines has been my producer for
Y'all been with him for a while.
a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Since day one? Since
Yeah.
first
Well,
album?
no, I have 13 albums out, and I think he jumped on about number 5, something like that. So,
Right on.
yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Speaking of old music, you were the Dead Crickets.
Dead Crickets.
I've been sweeping them up all week long. Do you know it's cricket season
I know,
right now?
I know. Yeah, we were really popular in November.
I didn't realize that until I started doing a little research. I was like, that's really funny because I have been really actually sweeping them up all week long.
Yeah. Well, that's where the name came from. This girl slipped on a cricket and broke her leg. And
Oh yeah,
Really?
at the time, we were playing this little club called Harry's in San Antonio, and we were just putting the band together. We were looking for a name, and she came in, and she's it's like, what happened? It's like, well, try to kill this cricket, and I slipped down the stairs and broke my leg, and it's like, that's a dead cricket.
That's funny.
That's where, yeah.
My first job was a gas station. It was about 1998, and there was a terrible cricket infestation around South Texas.
Yeah.
And it smelled so bad at this gas station that crickets just, I don't know, there's something about crickets that I can't stand anymore.
Yeah.
I love the band name, though.
Yeah, Dead Crickets was...
I like 2 Tons better. And give us a backstory on the 2 Tons. I've never looked into it, but I have an idea of what it is. What's 2 Tons of Steel?
Yeah, 2 Tons was one of the first songs I ever wrote. I used to have a 56 Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Yep.
And that was the band. That was the band. That's
Cool.
how we traveled around the state.
Like Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, in a Coupe de Ville, man. So and it weighed about 2 tons. So I wrote a song, 2 Tons of Steel. So that's what, low and wide. It's Cadillac Ride. 2 tons of steel, yada yada, stuff.
Love
and
it.
stuff.
Love
So
it. It's
that's where the
kind
name
of what I
came from.
figured.
Yeah,
Cars 2 tons anymore?
maybe.
I don't know. Are they 1 ton?
I don't know.
And a 1 ton
Everything's
truck is
carbon
not
fiber
1
now.
ton. It's like 4 tons.
Yeah.
So don't let that confuse you.
Well,
Towing capacity.
I remember I had a flat tire or something, and the guy was putting me off. I said, "Listen, this car weighs like 2 tons of steel, man. It's just solid,
Yeah.
because it has like a brace underneath that's steel beams,
Yeah.
Because the car, it's
Like I-beams
Yeah.
from a
Yeah.
building?
yeah,
Actual.
exactly. Because the damn thing's 22 feet long, and I know that because my garage was 21 feet long. First time I backed it in,
Yeah. Found out, huh?
found out I was about a foot short.
Honey, we got to shorten that garage door.
And I got some drywall to patch.
Well, no, I had to back it in the exact same spot every time. I mean, I missed it a few, but I got
You
close.
still own it?
No, I wish I did.
I bet you do.
I wish I did.
You'll get her back.
Yeah.
Friday night at the Leonard Picnic, you were the headliner. Matt Hillier opened up for you.
Oh yeah, Matt.
You're good buddies with
Oh,
Matt.
yeah.
Tell us some fun stories about Matt, 'cause we have not interviewed him yet. He's next on the list when he comes back here.
Oh, nice.
Or to Hanks. One of the two, but we're going to catch up with him.
He's just we've just had so many great shows over the years. I mean, we did this one show together at the Granada Theater in Dallas, and it was us and the Tejas brothers. And,
Yep.
and I don't know, there was just something magic about that. It'll still go down as one of my favorite shows of all times, And we're just buddies. We don't talk about music, and we talk about other stuff,
Yeah.
So that's when you know your friends.
He's a
It's like-
regular guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's a great.
I
great
saw him.
talent.
I saw him with the Tejas brothers for their last show as 1100 at Granada.
yeah,
As
yeah,
a matter of fact,
yeah.
same place.
Yeah.
That was a great day.
Yeah.
My wife and I were front row. Go ahead.
I'm always curious, too. So, like, now you've been doing this a while, and you've got friends in the industry and all that. But What was kind of the first time, I ask this question every time we interview an artist, when you realize, like, this has some legs? Like, now it's not just me playing to 9 people in some bar. Like, people are liking it.
You know, I always just look back. It was always an energetic show, and people were, you know, drawn to that, and we still do the best that we can. And then, you know, and then when I started writing the songs, and then they got on the radio, and then all of a sudden people were like, you know, really like the sound.
That had to be a moment first, hearing your stuff on the radio.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Do you remember the first moment of that first song you heard on the radio?
You know, I really do. Because
tell us about it.
All right.
Please.
Quick, long story. So going back to being a photographer, I was a photographer at the Express News San Antonio, and I was shipped up to Waco during the Branch Davidians.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
And so I was there day one. I spent 3 weeks out there, and then they brought me back. And anyway, but I remember I believe it was in April, and it was cold, and I had dropped this cassette tape off because back then you could bring your music to a radio station in San Antonio, and they would play local. It was called Local Tracks. And my girlfriend at the time called me and she said, "You're going to be on the radio. You're going to be on the radio." So I was sitting in the company car, freezing, you know, and you can turn the heater on for a little bit, but if you fall asleep, you know, that might be in it. So you got to, you know, keep yourself awake.
It was like ATF agents being shot.
Oh yeah,
it
was
listen
crazy.
to the radio.
It was crazy up there. But anyway, so my first time to hear me on the radio, I was listening on the cell phone. You know,
really
sitting at the Branch Davidian compound. You know.
That's pretty wild. I wonder if that made it into the documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think they missed that.
They missed that part?
I think, I don't know.
That's crazy. That's
I need
a
a
great
better
story.
agent.
Yeah, that's right. Should have shoehorned that one in there, you know?
I read on your website, and this is interesting to me, that you guys were featured in a novel.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, because my buddy's a writer.
Aspiring.
My mother-in-law writes romantic novels, which may be close in line with that. And I just want to know how you got connected to that.
I just lost her name. What's her name? It's on
Karen
there.
something.
Yeah,
right?
sorry, it's Karen Kendall.
Yeah, Karen Kendall.
Yep.
Yeah, she was a fan, and she wrote this whole. I think it was First Kiss. Is that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
First date.
First date. She wrote this series of First, and so the first date. Yeah, she wrote the whole thing about the people meeting at a 2-Ton Tuesday, and when she released the book, she had a book signing during 2-Ton Tuesday, and yeah, it was.
So it was all around 2-Ton Tuesday.
Yeah,
right on.
Now, did you have any connection to this woman beforehand?
Wow.
No.
How'd you find out about it?
The Gruene Hall called me and said, "Hey, you know, this author wants to have a book release," and I'm like, okay, anything to get publicity, you know.
Yeah.
And then you know
that's
we started,
the moment he knew he made it.
Yeah, I think
I'm in a romance.
Right. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm in a romance novel.
You and Kevin Sorbo, right?
Yeah, and what's the dude?
Fabio. That's who I meant to say. No, I thought. Yeah.
No,
Kevin Sorbo. Sorry. What was he? Hercules. Thank you. Well, you see where I was going.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
go. You were close. So close.
Kevin.
Close.
Kevin Sorbo.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I should have been on the cover.
Yeah, should have.
Kevin
yeah.
Fabio.
That's fun.
But no, I have several copies. You know, I have this box where I put everything. So one day somebody will open it up and say, "What's all this crap?"
Yeah.
It's my romance novel. In a trunk.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Yeah, I use that to meet my beautiful wife, Elena. You know, it's like, you know, I'm in a romance novel.
They wrote it about me.
That's your opening line.
Maybe you wanna check it out. You know,
It's by Karen Kendall.
Yeah. That's funny.
yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
That's pretty cool. So was it the band total, or was it the lead singer of the band
No, I think she used all of us.
Okay.
By name.
Cool.
By name.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So that was all about 2-Ton Tuesdays. Tell us about that down in Gruene Hall.
You know,
Because this is a long-standing Texas tradition
Yeah.
at this point.
It,
right?
it you know, it's the craziest thing. Yeah, I mean, this summer will be 28 years. 28 years of
28. That's where I got my 28 from.
Yeah, of 2-Ton Tuesdays. I mean, we missed 2020, so it's really would have been 29. But
I'll give you that.
you know, and it's the craziest thing. I mean, people come out of the woodworks. I mean, it's sold out. Last year was sold out every night, plus another 300 got in there.
Good job.
Wow.
And
Good job.
it's I had this couple. God, we were just somewhere, and they came up and they said we met at a Tuesday, And now we're married, we have kids now, and we bring them to Gruene Hall, and they're dancing.
That's
and
cool.
I've had that story so many times.
That's cool.
And it's when it's all said and done, that'll be probably the most proud thing I've ever done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you recall a similar story at the Leonard Picnic? I'm going to bring it back to it. During Matt Hillier's set, he had a very similar set where he wrote a song for his daughter and the girl in the front row.
Yeah.
She said, "That's my dad and daughter dance from our wedding."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I don't know if I can get through this song without crying." It was really cool because it was a unique moment live for him to be prepared to sing it. And
right, no, it's really cool when you connect that way.
Well, it is. It's interesting too because as we all get older, we all think about legacy and but that is a legacy you can put to people met because of your show, and now there's a whole bloodline.
Yeah,
and
it's it's close to 300,000 people that have been out there. I mean, this over the over the years, but
I've noticed myself
crazy.
Some of my favorite artists and entertainment folks, I guess, are people that, for instance, the Comedy Store sells out a Monday night. You sell out a Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Those people that can book things on a weekday, there's something to
but
if you can do that. If you can really sell it out and really make it work, that shows
it's magical.
That you're doing something good.
If we did a show somewhere else on a Tuesday night, there'd be all those crickets you're talking about.
The dead crickets.
There's something magical about it. It's a high energy show, and This year, I thought for sure it's like, oh man, the heat's gonna keep people away, and it didn't. It was just, oh my God, it's so hot in there.
It's close to you guys being in San Antonio, just shooting up to Gruene Hall and doing a local show, kind of.
Yeah, it's still the same amount of miles, but there's more people there, so it takes takes longer to get there.
And I understand that happens 3 months or so out of the year.
Yeah,
Let us know when we'll see it next year.
Well, actually, we have in 2 weeks we're there because so we do the summer. We follow the summer schedule for the New Braunfels ISD, Comel ISD kind of thing. So we'll follow that. It's usually 11, 12 weeks, and then we do the Tuesday of spring Tuesday of spring break. We do the summer long thing, and then we do the Tuesday of Thanksgiving, which is coming up, and then we'll do the Tuesday before and after Christmas.
And you're dragging it out.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And we didn't do it for years, and it was all of a sudden it's like, well, wait, the Tuesdays work because X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But that also happens, during spring break, and it also happens during Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we've been doing those for probably 15 years at least.
Cool.
20 years, maybe
Freaking
something
cool.
like that.
Yeah, it's really
cool. I understand there was no beer.
There was no beer.
Tell me why. Tell me the story. Sum it up real quick.
Yeah, we were talking about this out front.
James
earlier.
isn't familiar, so I want you to tell me about why there was no beer at Oktoberfest in Munich.
Well, so we were on tour. We had a couple days off. Our road manager at the time said, "Hey, you guys should go to Oktoberfest," and we eventually figured out how we could do it because our tour manager, the guy that was kind of not a tour manager, but he got us from place to place and knows the language because I don't know anything but Texan, and he got us on the train. And anyway, by the time we got to Oktoberfest, they didn't tell us that you can only buy beer in the beer halls, the big tents.
Right.
And by the time we got there, they were all sold out for the night. So you can't. It's not like a festival like in the U.S. There's tents and you grab a beer and you walk around. You gotta be in the tent and sit down, and then the German women bring the steins.
Yeah.
And once you're in there, you don't leave until they carry you out. So So we literally drank Pepsi Cola for 3-4 hours.
That's crazy.
Walking around.
What time of day was this?
It was. I think by the time we got there, maybe it was like 3 in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
3.
That's a long rest of the day with no beer.
Dude, and then
Alamo didn't send you any?
No Alamo beer. and then we got separated on a train. The band got separated, and I still to this day have no recollection of how we ended up. I didn't even know what city we came from. I didn't know because one of the other members of the band had all the information.
You got a cell phone in your pocket or no?
No, You know what? I don't remember. I remember being on a train platform waiting for a train at like midnight, and there were no more trains coming.
There was no trains.
There was no trains. Man, there's
in Munich.
There is a lot of no stuff in Munich.
Man,
it was crazy, but I still to this day I don't remember how we got back together.
That's wild. It's crazy how life worked before phones.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Just to get
Just
platform.
had to figure it out, man.
Yeah, no, there wasn't cell phones.
Wow.
God, am I dating myself?
No, you're not.
No.
I had a pager maybe in high school, you know.
I did too.
A pager.
Yeah.
Wait, I still have mine. You don't
Do
have
you
yours?
really? Are you a doctor?
Yeah.
Only doctors carry pagers
Hey,
anymore.
Yeah.
have you read the novel?
Of course he's a doctor. I thought I pegged you as a pizza boy.
Yeah.
We've got 5 questions for you right at 20 minutes. We've
Okay.
got 5 quick questions for you if you will oblige
Well,
us.
I want to start with
Go for
a pre-question.
Yeah.
So, is there any music out there right now that you're listening to newer that does it for you?
You know, I like Lord Huron.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I really like those guys. You know, they're probably like the main
Go-to? Yeah.
Yeah, other than Taylor Swift.
Sure.
You know.
There you go. Hey, I'm a Swiftie.
I'm a Swifter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Was there a little bit of honesty there?
Yeah.
Did I hear a little bit?
Man, I tell you what, you know, that's
1989 album?
No,
That's so
listen to
great.
Folklore, man. I'm telling you, that album.
It's it's good. But Lord Huron is
Yeah,
one
they're good.
of my favorite bands out there right now, you know.
Question number 1 I've got for you is tell me the best place to catch some live music in San Antonio.
Sam's Burger Joint.
Sam's Burger Joint?
Uh-huh.
Heard it
I
here
like how
first.
quick you said that.
Yep.
Question number 2, give me 3 rockabilly bands that I have to listen to, kind of what he said.
Robert Gordon and Link Ray. Stray Cats.
Yep.
Yep.
And even the Cramps.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Cramps.
Yep.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, Greg Gutfeld wears their shirt every night.
Oh, that's
Not every
right.
night, but a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 3. Question number 3. What should I do in San Antonio that no travel blog is going to tell me about?
Stay home.
No, I didn't see that coming.
I'm
That'd
kidding.
be the
I'm kidding.
hotel.
I'm kidding.
That'd be
Yeah.
the hotel, though.
Yeah. No, then go to Hotel Emma on the Riverwalk.
Okay.
Okay.
And stay there.
Good suggestion.
That would be
from a local
that's
in
legit.
San Antonio.
Yes.
Question number 4. Who is the most famous person you've ever met or shook hands with?
Famous person. Probably Gerald Ford, the president.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's fair.
Probably
good,
that.
Good
I mean,
answer.
yeah.
you
A
know,
lot of presidents
gotta-
come up on this question.
music-wise, I've met a lot of people, but
Yeah.
you know, probably Gerald
He's got
Ford.
an aircraft carrier named
All right.
after him.
Yeah.
Give me the music version of that answer.
The music version.
Musician version.
Probably Dwight Yoakam,
Yeah,
or
That's
you know.
fair.
That's funny. I compared
like
you
that.
to Dwight Yoakam
Yeah, we
about
did.
an hour ago to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Now we did know the Dixie Chicks before they became famous. That was
True.
That's
that
famous
makes
too.
sense.
back when they were hillbilly.
They
you
were
know,
on top of the world.
Yeah,
They were the Dixie
uh,
Chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dixie
back,
Chicks.
back in the day.
Question number 5. This is kind of fun. The furthest your band has played north, south, east, and west.
We played, and I know that I'm butchering it, but it's called something like Ska, Norway,
Okay.
at the very top of Norway.
Cool.
So we saw the Northern Lights and all
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
That's
Right on.
cool.
We played a country festival out there that was just ridiculous.
Cool.
I mean
Nice.
How nuts
those
is that?
those people know how to they drink.
Country
Yeah.
music and death metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what they
love
like
it.
over
They
there.
love
Huh?
it.
Yeah, it was a long trip.
Okay,
That's the farthest we've ever
That's
been.
north,
North,
south.
south.
Oh, yeah.
Cancun, Mexico, maybe.
Okay.
Something
Okay,
like
can
that.
go east.
East.
Probably also Norway.
East. Oh, Washington D.C. We just
Okay.
played there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can go Europe. Anywhere. in
Oh,
Europe.
yeah.
Norway would count for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West.
West.
On the map, I guess.
West.
So that'd be Hawaii, maybe, or California, Seattle.
Probably just Phoenix.
Okay.
We don't go
Alright.
west very
Yeah.
good. We go east.
East is good. East,
East-
there's a lot. There's a lot east when you
Yeah.
look at that map.
We go north. North. You know, Chicago.
They're going to have to reattack the West here
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
so.
Well, Kevin, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Number 1 for playing the Friday night of the Leonard Picnic.
Yes.
We really appreciate you
And
coming
thank
out.
you.
We had a blast with you that night. Thank you very much for hooking up with us here at the Gar Hole. Spider said he might stop in and talk with us, but he didn't make it. We want to thank him very much for having us today to talk to you guys.
Also, we're going to come see you at 2 Tons Tuesday.
So. Yeah, come on.
We're going to make our way down here.
Make sure you text me if you got my number. I'm totally serious so I can get you in, because if not, you'll wait in line for an hour.
I might pay, and I might just go front row and say, hey, you didn't respond or something like that. So like, check your phone.
Yeah, I'm really into power struggles.
Kevin and
I've got this novel I need you to sign.
Have you seen my novel?
Yeah, I brought your romance novel, sir.
All right. Well, sir, we appreciate it.
Kevin and 2 Tons are going on at 7 o'clock tonight at the Gar Hole.
Holy moly, 7! I got to turn into a rock star in 25 minutes.
In 25 minutes. I'm going to let him go so you can get out here and get on that stage and rock it out. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Bye.